Hi, my name is Dr. Stacy Shropshire. I'm the owner of Evolution Body Transformation in Monona, Wisconsin. We are here with one of our favorite clients, Brent, and he has gone through a process of what we've coined the Evolution Body Transformation Package, which is a variety of body contouring services that we've sort of blended together to enhance our clients' experiences. So, Brent, if you don't mind, I'm just going to ask you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how you found us.
Brent Keekstra, live here in Madison, Wisconsin. 52 years old, commercial airline pilot. That's the reason I came here, because I live in Madison, you're local, and came recommended.
Nice, nice. So as I recall, you had a friend that had done some CoolSculpting.
Yes.
And that was kind of what piqued your interest in kind of exploring these different body contouring services?
Correct, yeah. The one thing about this service is, as the customer, you don't see it as you kind of transform. It's a slow process, but people that haven't seen you for a while, so I hadn't seen him in a while, and I was like, you've been working out, and he told me, so now I've been doing this thing, it's called CoolSculpting.
Nice.
So he told me about it, and then I looked and saw the recommendations for you, so I'm here.
Fantastic. Well, it's been wonderful meeting and working with you. So if you don't mind me kind of picking through your treatment plan a little bit, you had a couple areas that you just wanted to kind of work on,
Yes.
one of them being the chest.
Yes.
So we decided to work with CoolSculpting on that area.
Correct.
Could you tell me a little bit about your experience with that process?
Sure. It's obviously cold.
Yes, it is.
It gets a bit uncomfortable. It's not overbearing, but it's uncomfortable. It's helpful to have you there explaining what's going on, going through the process. During the process, the initial cold is what's a little bit shocking.
Right.
But after that, as it gets numb, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Afterwards, it's sensitive to the touch. Obviously, if someone kind of punches you in the chest or something, you're gonna feel it, and especially for a few days afterwards, I guess it's kind of a bruising effect is what it feels like, but it's nothing overbearing.
Right, good. And you weren't bruised, you didn't notice anything like that?
No, it's just sensitive. I guess I'd equate it to, let's say in the wintertime, if you're out shoveling the snow and your face gets really cold in the cheeks, how they're a little bit sensitive after you come into the warm weather, that sensation. Just kind of amplify that just a little bit, but
that's a great analogy. I'm going to steal that.
Pretty much what it feels like.
Yeah, awesome. So it's a 35-minute treatment.
Yes.
So we did one side at a time. So you're here for about an hour and 10 minutes. And we just had you tucked in a comfy room, and you were just listening to your books on tape the whole time, right?
Audiobooks, yep.
Kind of made the time go a little bit faster.
I've gone through a lot of audiobooks.
Yeah, that works great. So then we elected to kind of take down a little bit of volume in the front with another machine called TruSculpting.
Correct.
And you want to tell us a little bit about your experience with that one?
Yeah, the TruSculpting is a little bit more uncomfortable.
That's a little toasty.
Yeah, that's it's not quite putting your hand on an iron type hot, but it's warm, and it gets uncomfortable. I would say it's more uncomfortable in the areas where I had less fat as opposed to the areas where I had more fat.
Okay.
That was obviously around the rib areas where it got uncomfortable, but. Once again, having you in the room, kind of explaining what's going on, and so I could understand it, and then knowing how much time's left, it doesn't last quite as long as the CoolSculpt.
It's only 15 minutes, and we could treat 6 areas at once. So that was kind of why I was recommending that one, because we could get more territory covered in a quicker amount of time.
You just keep telling yourself it's worth the end result. So
was it?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
yes.
good.
Yes.
That's so great
yes.
to hear. Yeah, awesome. So with that one, did you have any downtime? Did you have any soreness post-treatment at all?
No, I wouldn't say downtime. It's a little tender around the areas where the devices were sitting on my stomach area, but no, I would say the CoolSculpting was more of a, like I said, being out in the cold, you come in, it's sensitive to the touch. The TruSculpting after, I don't know, about half a day, I really didn't notice.
Yeah, that's usually what, I think because the CoolSculpting has a little bit of suction associated with it, I think that's why people notice a little bit more soreness post.
That's probably it.
Where the TruSculpting just sits right on the skin.
Right there.
Yeah, so it's hot to go through. And the nice thing about it too is, as I don't know if you remember, but a couple of the paddles heat up at a time, and then it starts to flip around. So it's not full on all hot all the time. So it's kind of bearable.
Up for that next paddle, you know it's coming. But
and then I like to stay in the room with our clients so we can adjust the temperature anytime or give you a break.
Once again, having you in there explaining that, saying just monitoring the whole situation was I mean that's what makes it way easier, because you're, how you doing? You know, how's that feeling? So it's good to have that. You're just not sitting there by yourself going, when's this over?
Exactly.
Yeah,
sounds good. So then we decided to follow up with some Emsculpting,
correct,
just to really work on giving that nice fit core underneath everything. And then you like to work out a lot, so that really translates to strength at the gym.
Correct.
So we elected to do your tummy and your bum.
Yes.
So you want to tell us a little bit about that?
The two areas I hate working the most in the gym. So I hate doing crunches. I hate the I don't know, those ab machines that they have at the gym are some type of torture device. But to be able to come in and for half an hour, 30 minutes, just sit with the two paddles on there, and you can feel it tightening everything up. It's not uncomfortable.
Good.
And you can feel the difference after just a week.
Nice.
You know, just the strength and the posture. And
that's awesome.
yeah, the without having to do all those crunches.
Yeah. Usually what I hear when people go through the treatment protocol is around that third visit, they're like, well, I can really feel it at the gym. I can feel it at my core.
Yes.
So did you have that kind of experience?
Jogging is, I think, probably where I felt it the most.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't run anymore, I jog. But one thing you notice, if especially for runners and joggers, having good core strength is good for your, it helps with your posture. And I could feel it. That's surprisingly where I felt it the most was when I was out running. I could feel the core strength was much better. And just sitting for hours in an airplane.
Oh yeah, sure. I didn't even.
You tend to kind of scrunch over, but having that core strength and then obviously the nicest thing is when this summer going up to our parents' cabin on the lake and seeing my brothers and their sister or their wives, and relatives that I haven't seen in a while because of this past year. They noticed a huge difference.
Awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah. So
all these services take a little bit of time to kind of see those best results. It's usually about 3 months.
Yes.
So I think for the person experiencing it, it's kind of more of a gradual change until you come in and you see your post pictures with us.
Yeah.
But when you see people you haven't seen for a while, they definitely can tell you.
Yes, that's been the biggest thing, is when I see people that I haven't seen for a month or 2 or 3 months. They're kind of taken aback. I'm like, well, somebody's been staying in shape during all this stuff.
Yeah. So our practice is a little bit weighted more toward the feminine side. Yes. Did you feel comfortable coming in here as a man?
Absolutely.
Would you encourage other guys to come check it out, or do you think it's more of a woman's secret?
I mean, the guy that recommended it to me, we've deployed together 3 times, so I don't feel uncomfortable as a guy coming in here. So
awesome, that's great to hear.
I would definitely recommend, especially for older men like me, 50, getting up there.
If you're old and I'm old, then that doesn't work at all for me.
But still, where that trip to the gym just becomes more and more difficult, and keeping those. It does makes going to the gym easier.
Absolutely, it does. Yes, I hear that all the time.
After getting this treatment, having that core strength and the glute strength, it does make a difference in the gym too. Well, thank you so much for your time and spending a little time with us this morning. Absolutely. If anyone was thinking about doing this, that's why I agreed to come in and do this. I was so pleasantly surprised with the results. So
that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time to watch our video. If you like this, please comment and like it below. And if you have any questions or would like a consultation, please call us at 274-2225.